Well, hey everyone, I hope you are hunkered down in what is a snowy Monday here in Eastern Kentucky. I want to welcome you to The Daily Drive. This is a brand new podcast put on by Destination Community Church. Now, the goal for this podcast is to help you know Jesus a little better so that you can live like Him a little more. And with that goal in mind, I want to start this podcast by diving into a study of the Gospel of Mark together. Matthew, Mark, Luke, and John all tell the story of Jesus Christ, but they share that story from different perspectives. Think multiple cameras on the same movie set. They share the same story, just from different angles. While they share the same story from different angles, though, all of the gospel writers begin by talking about this man named John. I want to focus on John in Mark chapter 1 this week and pull out some important truths about the subject of humility. In Mark 1 through 8, we see that John was wildly popular amongst the people. Verse 5 of chapter 1 says people traveled from all over the Judean countryside to hear and see what John was all about. What I love about John, though, is while he was wildly popular amongst the people, he never let that popularity go to his head and turn into pride. John didn't use his influence and platform to promote himself. He used his influence and platform to promote Jesus Christ. John knew that he wasn't the center of the story. His role was to point people to Jesus and then get out of the way. John never let the people make it about him. He always made sure the people made it about Jesus Christ. I love how John describes this in John chapter 3, verse 30, where he simply says, "He must increase, and I must decrease." John could have made a name for himself. John could have been a local celebrity for his day, but instead he made sure that people saw Jesus and not him, and he practiced this thing called humility. And so as you begin a new year, as you start building a habit of spending daily time with God, let me ask you, where does Jesus need to increase in your life? And where do you need to decrease in your life? Maybe it is in areas like pride. Maybe it is in areas like self-recognition. Maybe it is in areas like control. But like John, we have to recognize that we're not the center of the story. Jesus is the center of the story, and our role is to point people to Him and then get out of the way. Thanks for tuning in to today's episode of The Daily Drive. I'm excited to be on this journey with you through the Gospel of Mark, and we'll see you guys again tomorrow.